So dear students, we will today discuss about our physical chemistry. Okay, so basically we have to read, the chemistry students have to read what? Physical chemistry, organic chemistry and inorganic chemistry. So generally your chemistry is divided into basically according to study three types. Okay, in the your studies physical and then organic, inorganic will deal it. So, going with physical chemistry, there is a chapter known as solution. What? Solution. So, what is solution? Simply solute plus solvent gives you solution. Gives you solution. When solute and solvents are added, it will give rise to solutions. So, according to type, there are different types of solutions. Okay, different type of solutions are there. Today's my concentration is that what we will found for a solution. Generally, when we will go with a solution, what we have to think that is its concentration. Each concentration. So whenever suppose I will take 10 gram of sugar and 1 liter of water, then I will add it and we are preparing a solution. Okay. Similarly, I will take 1 kg of sugar and 1 liter of water. I will mix it. I will also get a solution. Okay. But what is the difference in between these two solutions? The difference is on the concentration. So initially I have dissolved what? 10 gram of sugar, that is solute, in 1 liter or we can say 1000 ml of solvent. 10 gram of sugar in 1000 ml of solvent, or you can write also water. So I prepared a solution whose concentration is how much? 10 by 1000 what? Gram per milliliter. So this gram per milliliter, okay, is generally known as its concentration. So how you recognize its concentration? The units for concentration, okay, is your gram per ml. If I will go with a little bit higher units, then I can also write instead of 10 gram, I will write 10 gram. Instead of 1000 ml of water, I can write 1 liter of water. So the solution concentration is equal to becomes 10 gram per what? Liter. Remember, all of you getting understand or not? Accordingly, I repeat. See, what is solution? Generally, whenever solute is added to a solvent, it gives rise a solution. Okay. Next point is, how can you know that this solution is of less concentration, this solution is of high concentration? How can you know? By properly recognizing the concentrations. Every solution has its the concentrations. Okay. So the concentration can be expressed in different format. Today's topic is on that. What are the different formats or ways to express the concentration of a solution? So today's topic is on dually with the concentrations representations. Okay. So starting from, I will go with that every solution has its what? Concentration. And what are the methods to represent the concentrations? The methods to represent the concentrations are, first is, one is gram per liter. What is? Gram per liter, or it is known as strength of a solution. What? strength of a solution, or it is okay. So strength of a solution, or you can say concentration of a solution, is normally expressed. Strength of a solution is normally expressed in different ways. One is gram per liter. First method of representation is gram per liter. Second one is moles per liter. What? Moles per liter. Third one is your normality. What? Fourth one is your molarity. Fifth one is your molality. And sixth one is generally ppm, parts per million. Remember, I will explain details of these 6 ways to represent the strength of a solution. Okay? So starting from these basic representations, okay, every solution has its concentration or its strength. Every solution has its concentration or its strength. These are the different ways for representing the concentration of a or strength of a solution. And these are the general techniques or general ways to represent. First one is the gram per liter. Second one is the moles per liter. Third one is the normality. Fourth one is the molarity. Fifth one is the molality. Sixth one is the parts per million. So these are the 6 ways to represent the concentration of a solution in basically very important, very vital role it will play throughout the chemistry in his life, because every solutions from chemical point of view have a concentration. Sometimes you will see in your college laboratory some chemicals are there, bottles are there, it is mentioned as 0.1 m. Okay, 0.1 m. It means m for molarity, and it indicates the concentration of the corresponding solution. Somewhere it is written 0.01 m. M stands for normality. So we can express the concentration of a solution either molarity, either normality, or grams per liter, or moles per liter, or molarity, or the last one is very important, parts per million. Okay, so I will thoroughly go with one and one. So proceeding in the similar fashion. First one is your gram per liter. See all of you. What is gram per liter? Suppose you have taken 10 gram of sugar and add it in 100 ml of water. Okay. So a solution is prepared. A solution is prepared, right or not? And this solution have a concentration or strength. So what is the strength? How you are getting the solution? You are getting the solution by dissolving 10 gram of sugar into the 1000 ml of water. Or you can also write 1 liter of what? Water. So the solution has a concentration. See, now amount of solute. You will write amount of solute, and amount of solute is equal to how much? 10 gram. Okay, divided by volume of solution. What? Volume of, you can take solvent or okay. So what is the volume? 1 liter of what? Water. So its concentration is represented as 10 gram per liter. 10 gram per liter. 10 gram per what? Liter. Similarly, what is normality? Normality means the number of gram equivalents of solute, number of gram equivalent of solute present in 1 liter of solution is known as normality. Similarly, what is molarity? Number of gram moles of solute dissolved in 1 liter of solvent is called the solution. Is called its molarity. Normality, molarity, grams per liter, moles per liter, and the last one is your ppm. So generally these are the ways of expressing the concentration of a solution. Simply you students will say, how can you know this is a high concentrated, this is a low concentrated solution? Suppose a real thumbs up is given to you. Already you know the test of thumbs up, so you are acquainted with the test. Suppose someone will add water into the thumbs up solution and it will give you to you. You also test that. Which one will become tastier? Obviously the first one. Okay, because that one is not diluted. That means it having higher concentration. So every solution in the chemical lab has its concentration, and we have to know and we have to be acquainted with all these types of what? The ways of expressing the concentration of a solution. Then chemistry will be comfortable to watch, and we can know the details of chemical properties and anything for a chemistry lab and for chemicals. That is the useful work. In my next video, I will represent another topic. Okay, from solution. This is basic methods to represent the concentration of a solution. Thank you again to all.